Hi, Rhett Van Scooter here, owner of Van Scooter Insurance Agency. Thanks for checking out our video. This video today, I decided to shoot it because I had an interesting phone call earlier this week, and it's something that I think a lot of people have these questions, and either they don't call to ask or they do call, and they kind of find out the hard way whether or not they have coverage or not. And so it's probably one of the more interesting parts of the job is when you get some of these calls and when someone's calling to ask, that is it covered question. That's usually a unique situation that's not quite cut and dry. So it takes a little bit digging on our part to find out what the policy is going to restrict and what it's going to cover, and to see if there is coverage for them anywhere. So what we actually do is when we get these calls is we actually dig out the policies, and we go through them. We have them, the policies printed out, pretty much for all of our companies. So we kind of go through all these hefty binders here, and we read all the policy language to find out, what's covered and what's not. So, we try to do some of the legwork, so you don't have to, and so you can find out before we report to the company, whether it's covered or not. So, the scenario we had this week was. We had a client who lives in an apartment, and her neighbor's cat had gotten into her apartment and had scratched up her couch. Now we're not talking just surface scratches on the fabric. We're talking this cat dug the couch up right down to the wood frame. And so, at first glance you say, hey, this seems like, this is something that's covered. It was a one-time event. Our client didn't own the cat, so she has no control over it. And she had lost her personal property, which caused her financial loss. So, based on those factors alone, you'd say, hey, this seems like, the insurance policy should cover it. But, unfortunately, it did not. What we find out when we actually dig into the policy is most policies, homeowners policies, are written on what they call a named perils basis. So basically they say, we list these 19 items that we'll cover for losses, and that's it. So no more, no less. You have to hit one of those items exactly, and that's how the majority of homeowners policies are written, to cover your personal belongings. Now we have an insurance company that will actually write what they call a comprehensive perils coverage on your personal belongings, which basically just means that they say we're going to cover anything that could possibly happen to your belongings except for what we exclude. So there's a lot more area for gray areas for coverage, which in this circumstance she would have had coverage under that policy, which is unfortunate for her because she basically had just had the less down policy. It was a less expensive policy. That's what she could afford to pay. She couldn't pay the increased premium for the additional policy. So with insurance, like anything, you get what you pay for. It's important to have an insurance agent or broker like myself really working for you on your side, who looks at the policies, knows the details, and can give you the proper recommendations for your circumstances. So if you know of anyone who is looking around for insurance, they want someone to do the shopping for them, they want someone to give them an in-depth review of their insurance, not just when we sell the policy, but every year after that. We're going to call you and ask you, if you're interested in having us do a review for you, if you want us to shop your insurance out to other companies. So if you know anyone, remember we have a referral program. Everyone you send our way, we're going to send you a $10 gift card. They don't need to purchase anything, and you don't need to be a client to refer anyone, so the program's open to anyone. And then it also enters your name into our monthly drawing for a $50 gift card. So remember, Van Scooter Insurance Agency, don't be fooled by the name. We insure more than vans and scooters.